University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, this is the last of the first round matches. 13 teams are already through to the next stage of the competition, and whichever team wins tonight will join them. We'll also know the 4 highest scoring losers who'll compete again in the playoffs. To make the cut, the score to beat there is 140. The University of Warwick received its Royal Charter in 1965 and now has a student body of around 19,000, which in the past has included the comedy writers and performers Stephen Merchant and Ruth Jones and the actor Carla Mendonça. It's a campus-based institution known to its students as the Bubble because so many of them don't like to set foot outside it. So we're pleasantly surprised to have them here at all. Warwick Rag Week is noted for what's called gnoming, when students are cling-filmed to a tree before being covered in flour and beans. So by comparison tonight, it should be a doddle. Let's meet them.
All right there. I'm Sean Quinn. I'm from Derry in Ireland and I'm studying classical civilization.
I'm Sarah Jane Bodell. I'm from Western Kentucky and I study the history of medicine.
And their captain?
I'm Andrew Shaw. I'm from Ipswich and I'm studying maths.
I'm James Wheatley. I'm from Sudbury in Suffolk and I'm studying chemistry.
The University of Aberdeen was founded in 1495, which makes it Scotland's 3rd oldest university and the 5th oldest in the UK. It's based in the Old Aberdeen section of the Granite City and has a student body of around 13,000. Its connections with the energy industry and the North Sea oil operations make it particularly attractive to overseas students. One drawback of its location is the large number of seagulls, which frequently fight students for the contents of their chip wrappers. The seagulls usually win. They can't even fight off a seagull. How on earth will they cope tonight? Alumni include the scientist James Clerk Maxwell, the newscaster Sandy Gall, and the former Chancellor of the Exchequer, Alistair Darling. Tonight's team have an average age of 23. Let's meet them.
Hi, my name is Thomas Ainge. I'm from Wellingborough in Northamptonshire and I'm studying anatomy.
Hello, I'm Sean McMahon from St Neots in Cambridgeshire and I'm studying for a PhD in astrobiology.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm James King. I'm from Chicago and I'm pursuing a PhD in divinity.
Hello, my name is Ross Farnham Collier. I'm from Sunderland and I study politics and international relations.
OK, the rules are unchanging on this competition. 10 points for starters, 15 for bonuses, a 5-point penalty if you interrupt to start a question incorrectly. So fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Walking down a street throwing litter, winding a clock in a songwriter's apartment, standing on a street in a cowboy hat and walking 2 dogs out of a pet shop. From 1935 onwards, these were among the cameo appearances of which director?
Warwick Shaw.
Alfred Hitchcock?
Correct, yes. Your bonuses, Warwick, are on 19th century duels. Which foreign secretary's disapproval of the Walcheren expedition in 1809 led to his fighting a duel with the Minister of War, Lord Castlereagh, on Putney Heath?
Any ideas? It's a foreign secretary. I can't think. Spencer, was he dead by then? No, he didn't fight the duel. Lord something. Lord Salisbury? Could be the Marquis of Salisbury. We'll try the Marquis of Salisbury.
No, I don't think he did that sort of thing at all. No, it's George Canning. In 1841, John Thomas Brudenell was tried in the House of Lords for an assault with intent to kill and murder after fighting a duel with Captain Harvey Tuckett. By what earldom is Brudenell better known?
Any ideas? Essex?
No, Earl of Essex did a long time ago.
Earl of Northumberland? The Earl of Northumberland.
No, he was the Earl of Cardigan. And finally, culminating in an Act of Parliament of 1829, what political issue was the cause of a dispute resulting in a duel between the Earl of Winchelsea and the Prime Minister, the Duke of Wellington?
Was it the Reform Act? Maybe? Reform Act? The Reform Act?
No, it was Catholic Emancipation. 10 points for this starter question. Quote, a squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping, clutching, covetous old sinner, hard and sharp as flint, from which no steel had ever struck out generous fire. These words describe which character, the protagonist of a short novel of 1843?
Warwick Shaw.
Ebenezer Scrooge?
Correct. Right, these bonuses are on caves, Warwick University. Sharing its name with an extinct mammal, which national park in Kentucky is the site of the world's longest known cave system?
Mammoth Cave.
Mammoth Cave.
Mammoth Cave.
Mammoth Cave.
Correct. Including an area known as the Shaft of the Dead Man. Which caves were discovered in the Vézère Valley in the Dordogne in 1940 and are noted for their Paleolithic wall paintings?
Let's go. Let's go.
Correct. Believed to have been used by the Emperor Tiberius as his personal nymphaeum, the Blue Grotto is a sea cave off the coast of which Italian island?
I think it's Capri. I think so.
Capri.
Correct. 10 points for the starter question. In geology, what term indicates the slow, imperceptible movement of soil and detritus downhill under the influence of gravity and processes such as successive freezing and thawing? It's also used for the continuous deformation of metal under stress, especially at high temperatures.
Aberdeen McMahon.
Drift.
Know anyone like to buzz from Warwick?
Warwick Wheatley.
Warping.
No, it's creep. 10 points for this. The UK Space Agency, launched in 2010, is based in which town to the west of London? The same town has featured in 2 James Bond films, was the home of the first lending library, has a group of 5 conglomerated mini roundabouts known as the Magic Roundabout.
Warwick Wheatley.
Swindon.
Swindon is right, yes. Your bonuses are on cell biology, Warwick. Negri, Cowdery and Guarnieri are among the types of inclusion bodies sometimes seen in animal cells. What general type of pathological condition do these bodies indicate?
Is that a condition? Is it what, mutation of cancer?
Come on.
Cancer.
No, it's virus or viral infection. Named after the English doctor who described it in 1817, what degenerative neurological disorder is associated with the appearance in nerve cells of protein aggregates known as Lewy bodies?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, what?
Parkinson's.
Alzheimer's or Parkinson's?
I think it could be Alzheimer's.
Would he be British, though?
No.
I'll try Parkinson's, then. Parkinson's?
Correct. H inclusions can be demonstrated in cells from patients with alpha thalassemia. In what type of cell do these bodies appear?
Some sort of blood cell, maybe? A white or red blood cell?
Try white.
White blood cell? White blood cells.
No, they're red blood cells or erythrocytes. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a scene from a film which has been recreated using pieces of Lego. 10 points if you can name the film in which the scene appears.
Aberdeen Collier.
American Beauty.
Yes. Your bonuses are 3 more scenes from films illustrated through the medium of Lego, Lord knows why. Each is based on a novel. In each case, I want the title of the film and the original author of the novel. Firstly, this film of 1971.
Clockwork Orange. Yeah. A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess.
Correct. Secondly, this film of 1972.
No. It's Scarface, The Godfather. The Godfather, Mario Puzo. The Godfather, Mario Puzo.
Correct. And finally, this 1980 film.
The Shining, Stephen King. The Shining, Stephen King.
Correct. Right, 10 points for this starter question. After visiting Holland in the 1860s, the French art critic Théophile Torre wrote a series of articles that championed which then neglected Dutch master as a poet of the everyday and the master of realism. His 34 authenticated works include The Milkmaid.
Aberdeen McMahon.
Vermeer.
Vermeer is right, yes. Right, these bonuses are on art installations, Aberdeen. Combining clay, felt and blocks of basalt rock, The End of the 20th Century is an installation by which German artist? He's also noted for How to Explain Pictures to a Dead Hare.
Pass.
It was Joseph Beuys. Which English artist's 1991 installation, Cold Dark Matter, An Exploded View, features a garden shed which was blown up by the British Army at her request. It's displayed in fragments suspended from the ceiling as if depicting a single moment in the process of the explosion.
Tracy Emin.
No, it's Cornelia Parker, curator of the 1988 exhibition Freeze. Which English artist created the mixed media installation Pharmacy in 1992?
Speak out loud. Damien Hirst. Damien Hirst.
Correct. 10 points for this. What letter precedes factor in the name of a parameter that describes in electronics the ratio of the reactance of an inductor or capacitor to its series resistance, and more generally, the underdamping of an oscillatory system, expressing a relationship between stored energy and energy dissipation?
Aberdeen McMahon.
Z.
No, anyone want to buzz from Warwick?
Warwick Wheatley.
Q.
Q is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on tranquility. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. These lines by Wordsworth appear in the preface to the 1802 edition of which anthology?
I don't know. Those are Wordsworth.
Intimations on immortality and
In,
something like that.
I'm nominating.
No.
What? Just give me some. Intimations of mortality.
Yeah, something like that.
Intimations of mortality.
No, the lyrical ballads is what the collection's called. In the 1868 work Lucretius, which poet wrote, "Passionless bride, divine tranquility, yearned after by the wisest of the wise"?
Why am I thinking Ted Hughes? No, 1860, James. I thought you said 1960. No, I said 1860. Like Byron or Tennyson or something. Would that work?
Let's have it, please.
Tennyson.
Correct. Fame and tranquility can never be bedfellows. Which French thinker made that observation in his essays published from 1580?
Essays. Descartes? Descartes?
No, it's Montaigne. 10 points for this. Besieged by King John in 1215, which castle in Kent shares its name with the physicist who co-discovered the subatomic particle called the kaon, the title held by the 17th century poet John Wilmot, and a romantic hero created by Charlotte Bronte?
Aberdeen King.
Rochester.
Rochester is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on cosmology. What name is given to the period of rapid expansion in the early universe during which the universe grew exponentially?
No. It's the one right after. What's it called?
Is it the Planck epoch?
I think it's a very short time. I think it might still be called epoch. The Planck epoch?
No, it's inflation. Secondly, from Greek words meaning heavy and come into being, what is the general name for the origin of the matter-antimatter asymmetry in the universe?
Very something.
Symmetry breaking.
Very something. Greek, heavy, and what was the other bit?
As making of Genesis.
Baryogenesis. Baryogenesis?
Baryogenesis is correct. And finally, occurring around 380,000 years after the birth of the universe, what era was characterized by the bonding of electrons and protons into the first hydrogen atoms?
Planck. The Planck epoch.
No, that's the recombination era. We're going to take a music round now. You're going to hear a piece of classical music. 10 points if you can name the composer, please.
Aberdeen King.
Offenbach.
No, you can hear a little more, Warwick. Come on.
Warwick Shaw.
Liszt.
No, it's Rachmaninoff. So, music bonuses shortly. Another starter question.